Today I have this power supply. It's quite old, but I like it because I think it's very well done. So it has 4 moduli like this from Aztec. So actually this is the real power supply. So it takes, you can't see this very well, but I mean 220 volts. And then you have 5 or 9 or 12 volts out of this moduli. And they are powered up by this. So basically it's a battery of capacitors, some Lang filters. I don't know what is this. Then there is a circuit here. So the case is very good. Aluminum, and then here we have the fan. So then the moduli are mounted like this on the top and on the bottom, and the fan is circulating the air here through this very well designed heat sink. But the problem is that it doesn't work. So I kind of figure out that the problem is this rectifier bridge here. It was mounted on this circuit, like this. It was here. And the problem manifested in a way that the fuse was blown up every time I tried to power it on. So there was for sure a short circuit, a direct short circuit. And then I realized this. So if I use the multimeter, I go here. Okay. Resistance. Okay, no. This one. Okay, let's try to measure it. Okay, here we have a short circuit. Let's try to invert the terminals because there are some diodes here. But the short circuit is still there, so it's malfunctioning of this component, at least. So I ordered a replacement. Let's try to open one. Okay. I take this one. So I couldn't find the original one, but I found this one, which is basically the same size. So this one withstands 8 amperes and this one 10. So this one is better. Let's put this one. Okay, I move some stuff. We don't need this now. Okay, so let's turn on the soldering iron. Okay, I increase the temperature of the soldering iron till 419 degrees Celsius. Okay, put some water on the sponge to clean the tip. And probably I also need to use this one. So it's a hot air gun, because this guy is quite big, so it's not easy to be soldered only with a small soldering iron. So this was like this, and let's check the polarity. Okay, the polarity is the same. So this was like this, and then this has to go like this. Okay. So first we have to free these 4 holes. We put some fluorescent. Then here we have the sucker. And then I turn on the fan of the chemical hood for the fumes. Let's try with a little bit of solder. Okay, the first is done. Again, let's put some fluorescent. Second one. Again, some other fluorescent, because it gets easily vaporized. Okay. The last one. Oops. No. I need to repeat this. Too much solder. Okay, here it is. Let's turn off the fan. Okay, let's clean this a little bit. You can also use this, an old brush. Okay, let's also take a piece of tissue. Okay, like this. Then I have a little bit of alcohol. Let's turn on the hood. You can also use a pair of gloves. It's always a good idea to use protections. Okay. And I have this. Some alcohol. So first we close the bottle. And we clean this a little bit. Okay. I'm cleaning. Okay. That's good. Let's save it for later. Okay. And now let's try to replace it. Okay. Put it here. Let's first check. Okay, everything is clean. Okay. So this goes here. Okay. Now it fell off, so I will keep it like this. I will solder just a little bit on one of the contacts. Okay, again I turn on the fan. Okay, this soldering is not good, but it's enough in order to keep the component in place. So then I solder the others and then I will adjust this one. So let's put some fluxant. Okay, so now you see this soldering here is very bad. It's called a cold joint or cold soldering. So you see these little balls. So this happens when the temperature is not high enough. Actually, the temperature goes down because this component is so big that depletes a lot of heat, and my soldering iron is not enough powerful. So I have to replace the soldering iron with a bigger one, or what we can try to do, I can try to preheat the component using this, a heat gun. So let's put away the alcohol before doing this, because it's inflammable. So I close the alcohol, I throw this to the junk, and I plug my hot air gun. And of course we have to have a silicone mat like this one, which doesn't get burned. Let's try now. Okay, here you see is how it should be. So the meniscus here has the correct curvature. It means that the melted solder wetted the pin as it should have been. Okay, now let's do the others. Okay, done. You see? Now you have to chop away these things. So these are still quite hot. Okay. Okay. Here we have it. Now let's check it. Okay. Now maybe there is a problem. I see this capacitor has been heated a lot. You see, it's a little bit damaged, but maybe only the external part. I should have been more careful in doing this. Maybe we have to replace also this one. We will check, we will see. Maybe it's just the external plastic, because they have a metal can, so they are not made in plastic, but inside there is the electrolyte, and the electrolyte can be damaged. Because you see here it's written plus 85 Celsius, and this heat gun is much hotter. So it tells it can reach till 500 Celsius. Let's see. Okay. Let's put the heat gun away. And then we have to reassemble everything and try to see what happens.